Okay, I think I'm gonna drive around and make a video for you guys so that you don't have to just stare at this apartment building, which is kind of blah. This is where I dropped my Taco Bell off. That was in this area. That's all it's like, in this area. Okay? But, it's just apartments. They all look the same. They're all the same, practically. Anyway, yeah. Okay, back to my Aiden store, because then I'm gonna talk to myself for a little bit. But if I have time, because I still don't have it ordered yet, so I'm assuming things are gonna pop up. Okay, Aiden. Where was I at? Where was I? I was at the second. Yeah. Okay. As far so that happened, and then the next day he had to bike home. That was the goal, and believe it or not, we actually got away with my husband not knowing what happened to Aiden, that he was in a car accident. And I thought, my God, he sees his arm, he's gonna know for sure what happened, because it's obviously, Aiden's gonna try and say he burned himself at work. I was like, dude, that does not look like burns, you know? But he's like, what? And he's like, you've fallen down stupid. I'm like, yeah, I guess. But, which is probably true. Anyway, so, I'm trying to think here. Ooh. Yeah, Pokemon. So I let him, since I was doing I was working anyway, and so I told him if he wanted to, because I knew it'd be kind of weird, like time-wise. I figured it'd be better if he just came later than with Dad and stuff, like running around. So I told him he could bike, and then when he was ready he could just tell me, and I would come get him at the thing. And I was working the whole damn time, and he still hadn't come back, and it was getting late. It was getting dark. It was like it was around 7 when I said, okay, you need to start coming back to the storage unit, because he was in Springdale. And I was like, you need to come back. And so then he's like, okay. And then I started driving to him, because it was going to be dark soon. And then I realized that it was going to get too dark, and I was like, no, you should just stay in Springdale. I'll come get you. So and then I even kind of used the thing to see where he was at, kind of. So I have a general idea how to get to him. And he basically died downtown Springdale. There was a Tyson plant nearby. I want to say, I don't remember what roads they were, but anyway. And then there was a church across the street, and I told him to go to the church, that would be a safer place to actually wait than Tyson's, where they might kick you out or go, hey, why are you on our property, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what he did. But ironically, he said he hit something and his tire blew. Okay, remember, he's riding his new bike from the homeless guy, and used bike from the homeless guy, and then we were talking about it, and then when I realized it was that homeless bike, I thought, you know what, yeah, let's ditch the thing, well, let's just ditch it at the church, and they can, sell it at one of their rummage sales, or donate it, or whatever the hell they want to do with it. That they can do whatever they want with it. So yeah, that's why I decided to just ditch the damn thing. And so you got your usage out of it, kind of. And so when I picked him up, that's what we did. We ditched it. We left it there. And gosh, so that's how that day went. It wasn't too bad. And then like I said, the next day, yesterday, he rode his bike that he had got hit, and he said it was fine. Like I said, it was doable. But I think we still are going to have to replace that thing, because it probably won't last. God knows how long these bikes will last. And that is his only working bike right now. So really, he needs another one, because it's better to have two. Like, we're finding having spares for stuff is really a great idea. And anyway, that's the end of those stories for those things. But I know they're not very long, and they're kind of like, what, simple, but that's what happened. But yeah, I can't believe he got hit by a bike twice. Okay, there's a new order. So I will talk to you again later. Bye.